All right, so I am here talking with Lois, who has been such an amazing admin support with us in psychiatry, and for us especially with the psychiatry integrative wellness team. And we wanted to spend just a couple of minutes talking to her about how she manages stress and what sort of practices she engages in to help make it through life's stressors. So Lois has put together some pictures for us, and she's just gonna talk a little bit to us about her experiences here. So Lois, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on as we go through this slideshow?
Yes, I can. I'm a very big outdoorsy person, and I find nature is one way of reducing stress for me. It's just somehow calming to see all the beauty of nature and be out amongst it. And this picture is when my friend Mark and I decided to bike the Stower Seven Lakes Trail, which goes from Osceola in Wisconsin for about 7 miles there and 7 miles back, I think. And this was just a very beautiful fall day. So I like to do biking. I also like to hike around my house or take walks. I live right by Beaver Lake, and it takes me about an hour to walk around there. And it changes the scenery all the time, different times of the year. In the spring, you can see frogs and turtles, and later in the fall, it's the colors, and there's a lot of animals if you go early or late. This scene was up at, on the North Shore. I went up there to do some biking, and I like to do geocaching, so I was doing that, and it was just such a beautiful day. You could try to take a picnic here by the shore. This is a path near my house where I walked along just to, get some exercise outside after doing a work from home day. And this was up at the lighthouse on the North Shore, a Split Rock, which is a beautiful place. It's sometimes helpful just to go on a really short 2 or 3 day weekend and get away to reduce some stress in your life. I also like to do things like read in my spare time. A lot of the things I do are hobbies, and I think if you just find a new hobby and try something new, that's a good way to relieve stress. If you go early or late in the day, you might see animals like this. I have lots of animals around my house, especially at dawn or at dusk, you see them. I like to cook and try new recipes. I just remodeled my kitchen during the COVID time at home in the spring and the summer. And so I've been having a lot of fun trying new recipes. I made some rumaki here, which are the bacon wrapped water chestnuts, and had some neighbors, or not neighbors, but some relatives over, and we played some card games we really liked, which is a good way to relieve stress, just play some games. And I have a deck outside, and sometimes when I was working at home, I'd just take my lunch out there and sit in the shade of the tree on my deck and calm myself down and read a book for a while and eat my lunch out there. So, and I really enjoy music. I play clarinet in 2 different bands, and I find that sitting down and practicing my clarinet really gets me into the musicality of the music and makes me forget about everything else that's going on except the beauty of the music. And I have a piano, so sometimes I sing in a choir, so sometimes I practice my piano music there, my choir music, learn my parts. So I think anything you can do that's different from your everyday activity is a good way to get your mind off it and reduce the stress of things.
Well, Lois, thank you so much. I know I've always appreciated hearing your stories every week or so whenever we would meet, and you would talk to us about, your adventures, and I really appreciate how your sense of adventure extends not just outdoors, but also indoors, and you just always seem curious about different things, and you're always finding ways to just keep yourself engaged. So I've really appreciated hearing about your experiences, and I feel like they've also been really inspiring in terms of finding ways to balance work and life and stress. So thanks for being you.
I think there's nothing better than trying to do something new. Like, even if you like to hike, there's your regular routes you walk around, but just try a different one, and it can be really relaxing and also inspiring to just see some new scenery and do something different.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time to share this with us today, Lois.
You're welcome.
We are certainly going to miss you, but I feel really thankful that we have these photo memories of you to carry with us, even when you're gone.
Thank you, Crystalline.
Yeah, of course.